Hello all and welcome back to Pivot Point. In this lecture, we are going to see the entire content that we are about to cover within this playlist, and this will give you an overview that what kind of topics in what difficulty order we will cover within this tutorial. So we will start with our first lecture on terminologies explained. While taking the course, you will frequently get to hear few terms like data, observation, feature, attribute, table, database, etc. And a lot of new people might feel very uncomfortable with this, as these terms will sound like a jargon to them. You may wonder that what is the difference between a DBMS and RDBMS, what is a data type, and what could be the difference between SQL and MySQL. You also might get confused with the difference between a schema, database and table. And while taking the course, your focus should be entirely on understanding the concepts, the fundamentals of SQL, rather than getting confused with these jargons. So in the very first lecture itself, we are going to cover all these things, and we will give you a detailed explanation on all the terms that we are covering, on all the terms that has been used throughout this course, so that you can feel comfortable with your learning. In the second lecture, we are going to cover the installation of Postgre and pgadmin. At the moment, you don't need to think a lot about what are they. We will explain it one by one. For the time being, you just understand that these are two softwares that you need to install on your computer, and we will also see how to set up a database. Again, any particular term that you are not able to understand at this moment, just continue with this playlist, because explanation for each and every term will be given going ahead with this playlist. Then there will be a lecture where we are covering all the fundamentals in one video, all the topics like select, distinct, count, where, order by, limit, between. All those topics will be covered within this particular lecture. This might be slightly longer compared to other lectures, but I assure you that this will be worth it. Only this one particular video will help you lay a strong foundation of your SQL fundamentals. And even after completing the course, if you just want to brush up or recap the basics, this one video will be helpful for that. Then we will see what are set operators, what are joins. They are nothing but different methods of concatenating two different tables. Then we will see how to create or delete a database or table. Then we will move on to some advanced functions like timestamp and extraction, mathematical function, string function and operators, and we will see that how do we use all these things efficiently. You will get to learn about SQL subqueries, what are views and how to create them. And then there will be a lecture on case expression or conditional expression as well. By the end, we will cover more advanced topics that the interviewers mainly focus on, like with clause, procedure, and most importantly, window function. If you want to apply in a product-based company as a data analyst who is efficient with SQL skill, you should have a strong understanding on window function in that case. Because I have experienced this when I appeared for an interview for a data engineer role in a product-based company, and they emphasized a lot on window function, and you will have a complete understanding on it within this playlist. And by the end, we will have a Q&A lecture. It might take more than a couple of videos to cover this, because I'm planning to cover almost more than 100 question and answers to make you absolutely interview ready. So as you can understand, this entire course is completely packed up with lot of useful topics, and it is going to be a one-stop solution for anyone and everyone who is willing to get started learning SQL. Thank you very much for your time. See you in the next lecture.